Well, we said it many times on the show, the film scene in Northwest Arkansas is certainly growing, and we are glad to welcome some friends back to the show. We've got Mika, we've got Ben. You've been here before. Welcome back.
Thank you so much for having us. Yeah, we're excited to be here.
Yes. So the last time you were here, we were talking about the film Hollywood.con, which had a screening over in Eureka Springs. How did that go?
It went fantastic. It was a phenomenal success, and we had a varied audience that was there, and it was great. They said cult classic.
Cult classic, yes.
I love that.
And I think that we have a clip I would love to show. This is Arkansas Film Commissioner Christopher Crane who has seen the film. So check out this clip.
Hi there, I'm Christopher Crane. I'm the Arkansas Film Commissioner. I absolutely loved it. I don't mean to be jaded, but it's big fun. I think that a lady in the audience coined it best. She said, what is it like to make a cult classic?
He said it right there. What's it like to make a cult classic? And so
that was so nice of him.
Yeah, what a great guy. And you did more than just screen that film when you were here. You got out, you met with students, you met with aspiring actors. What was that experience like?
You know what, it was fantastic. So we went into some of the different schools, and we were able to talk to the kids about directing and acting and filmmaking, and it was awesome because in this area too, there's such a blossoming film community.
Yes.
In fact, we had so much fun with doing, with speaking with the kids, and then also with the screening that we're going to do another screening at the Faulkner Theater.
Oh wow!
Right here in Fayetteville.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And so we're going to have that as a like a post-production seminar too. So we'll screen the film, and then we'll have a live orchestra, and our composer will be there to talk about music theory and putting it into the films and all of that. Wow. And we'll have our cinematographer there and our editor, and it's gonna be a great one.
Yeah, we'll bring a lot of our post-production people in who are all fantastic, and it'll be quite the experience.
Now, I don't want to let you go without talking about some upcoming project. I know we were talking about something happening south of the border, maybe. What's that we want to hit on?
Yeah, we just got back from Mexico City, and we met with the Secretary of Tourism. He's the number 3 guy in the government, and he said, hey, whatever you guys need, we're going to be doing a series of children's films. They're going to be educational, and it'll be talking about the environment. It'll just be exciting and fun, and the kids will not have a clue that it's educational. They'll just think it's
That's the secret.
That's the secret.
We'll never mention the word education, only to the parents.
Right. That's great. I mean, that's a great resource, and of course, you'll be involved in that as well, Mika.
Absolutely, yeah. It's going to be an adventure series, and so it'll have animals in it and ecology, and it's going to be a fun one. So we're excited about it.
Yeah, that's great. We're so glad to have you back in the area. We hope you'll keep coming through. Every time you're in, please let us know. We love having you on Good Day.
Oh, thank you so much. Well, he's a native, so we have lots of family here and lots of friends.
Yes.
Yeah, I grew up in Marshall, so yes, I'm a local. I'm a homeboy, so that's.
You totally are.
Yes, so.
Well, guys, thank you, and keep us up to date with everything that you have going on.